Thanks for joining us for the latest installment of the IU Indy Coaches Show here on the ISC Sports Network. Let's see, every school had like a 2-hour delay today. There's like snow on the ground from 2.5 weeks ago. Now it's time to talk about golf, right? Right. We are at Back 9 Golf Entertainment, and today's show focuses on the men's and women's golf teams at IU Indianapolis. And the head coach of both of those is Jamie Broce, who joins us now. Jamie, it is good to see you again. And this doesn't exactly feel like golf weather to me currently here in central Indiana.
No, it does not. Thanks for having me on, Greg.
Of course.
And, yeah, it's a good time for some indoor golf, and hopefully by next week we can kind of do the indoor-outdoor golf a little bit better.
So this is the obvious question, and just, kind of eyeballed your schedule. Next official tournament is at least until February for you, so you got a little bit of time. That's not that far away. What exactly are you able to do? What are you working on when the temperatures are as gnarly outside as they've been the last few days?
We have a couple of nice places for indoor facilities at Southern Dunes and over at Riverside Golf Academy. So we're fortunate in that regard, and so we're able to have a club in our hand, not be totally rusty, but we're going to get on a plane and we're going to go to somewhere warm and enjoy the temperature. We'll be a little rusty, but that's okay.
Well, again, this is a sport that is certainly a 2-semester sport. I guess difference of the events from the fall season to the spring season.
Oh, by far, yeah. So we do a lot of Midwest golf here in the fall. So you get the bent grass and everything else. We move into the spring and we end up playing a lot in Florida and different places, and then you have a lot of Bermuda grass. So we have a little change of conditions, but it's good. It's fun.
Well, what is unique though is because of that, you guys actually play your league championship in Florida. Which, if you don't know your Horizon League geography, we might be the closest school. Maybe Northern Kentucky might be the closest school to Florida. But again, you know what the weather is going to be that way, but that's always very interesting to me. I guess thoughts on that.
We found a nice home at Mission Inn down there in Howey in the Hills, Florida. The coaches love it. The administration loves it. The players love it. So it is stuck. And so we are down there every year, and it's been a blast and a good opportunity to play in some good weather and see who the best team is.
For those who don't know your playing background, you were quite the competitive player back in the day. When you were competing in Indiana Opens and trying to break through on tours like that, did you always have in the back of your mind that eventually you'd be a college golf coach?
You know, I loved it. Loved being like a captain on the team and being able to help, our players come together and to have a common goal, that type of thing. Being a college golf coach is so much fun.
Yeah.
Being around that competitive spirit and getting everybody on the same page is just very enjoyable.
Well, obviously golf is such an individual sport. Not the case at the high school level, not the case at the college level. So just the camaraderie, the team environment, what's that like for you?
It's fun. Everybody's different. So as a coach, it is still an individual sport. We kind of combine the scores at the end, and we don't play defense. So, we'll have a lot of offensive players, I guess, but we get to coach and build relationships with each one of the players. Golf is very mental, like a lot of different sports are, and so getting to know each player on a really nice level, it kind of helps them develop their game and succeed.
All right, so kind of talk about your two teams. Let's start with the ladies first. How was the fall for the women's team?
It was good. It was we played a little bit better than expected. I know that we still feel like we can do better. We beat a lot of our Horizon League foes, which was awesome. But we know we still are going to have to improve a little bit as we head into the spring. But I think we all have that common goal that we want to win.
All right, flip side on the men's. How'd the men do during the course of the fall?
Oh, the men did awesome. We got a bunch of fun guys. They love to compete and get after it. They recover well from bad situations or a bad hole, and they're a joy to be around. So it's a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to the spring.
All right, tell me about your seniors on both sides. Let's start with the women's team.
Okay, I'm trying to think of our seniors. So we caught me off guard there. So we have Nerea on the women's side, and so she was all conference a couple years back. Hasn't played as well as she would like. She's from Spain, just a lovely young lady. Kelly School of Business is the poster child for Kelly. And she's going to get an opportunity to kind of help the team out this spring. But we have kind of a mid-range juniors and sophomores that are kind of the bulk of the lineup.
All right, on the flip side for the men, tell me about your senior leadership, your most experienced players.
Yeah, so we got Morgan, who's going to be on the show here in just a little bit. And then we also have Sam McWilliams, and both of them play in every event. Very competitive, great young men, enjoy to be around on the road, and they're good.
All right, so Morgan is from France. You mentioned on the women's side a player from Spain. What's it like recruiting players? I know it's kind of a mix of international and domestic players for you. What's it like recruiting in this sport internationally?
It can be a challenge, but with all the new technology, the Zooms and everything else, you get a chance to really get a feel for person and their personality. With different types of information we can get, we see tournaments that are very good, and we kind of know a resume, and so we've been able to take advantage of that, and we have contacts and referrals of people that do a really good job of giving us a true description of players, and it helps.
Well, we'll kind of refer to, the men's golf team and the women's golf team. My guess would be you kind of refer to it as the golf team. That's very much one golf team, correct?
Yes. We run our practices together. Our women and our men play a lot of rounds together as we, go through the year, workouts together, that type of thing. And so it is kind of one team. Obviously, we split up when we go to different tournaments.
I was going to say, now, you schedule opposite, which is what kind of allows you to coach both teams that way, correct?
Correct. There are some events where they're playing in the same weekend, and so I'll have to decide which ones to go to. I hate that part of it.
Sure.
But, we have two great assistant coaches, and so they're able to kind of pick up the slack and do a great job.
Which kind of tells me that nobody travels as much during the fall and spring as you do. Kind of like your old days on tour, isn't it?
Absolutely. There's a lot of days on the road. But like I said, being around these young people and playing different golf courses in great venues, it is a lot of fun.
All right, so Horizon League, again, those tournaments come up kind of third, fourth week in April is usually when that kind of takes place. Kind of size up the field. What sort of chances do you have when you get to Horizon League tournament time?
On the men's side, Wright State has been very strong.
Okay.
They've been pretty dominant. We have played extremely well this fall. We beat all the rest of the teams in the conference. We'll have to play extremely well to try to compete with them, no doubt about it. On the women's side, we know that Youngstown's going to be pretty tough, but we know that we've beat most all the other teams out there. So we'll see.
You mentioned, obviously, where you get to play indoors in terms of training and preparing for your season. From a local course standpoint, where do you call home? And I know usually for a college program, you're trying to play as many different local courses as possible to get yourself match ready for as many conditions as possible. Where all does your team get to play here locally?
We play a lot of different places. So we have Southern Dunes, Eagle Creek, Riverside, or would be considered like home golf courses for us. But being a PGA guy, and I know most of all the PGA pros in the area, so we get out to play a lot of different places. We will do Trophy Club, Prairie View, a lot of places on the north side of town, Uland Country Club. We'll go down and play the French Lick course. We'll go down and play the Bloomington IU golf course. And so we get a lot of different venues. Depending on maybe where we're going to play a tournament, we'll try to play courses that we feel like might be similar.
By the way, very casual. Yeah, we get to play at French Lick. Yeah, we get to play at Foul. Those are like two of like the best courses in the country.
Yeah,
and you get to play those when you have the opportunity.
Yep, when the opportunity arises, most of the places are very kind to us, which is nice.
All right, so tournament play starts up in February, correct?
Correct.
What are you kind of working on between now and then to be as ready for those as possible?
We try to practice as holistically as we can, but obviously putting is something we can do on an indoor putting green pretty well. Some different types of techniques that we're going to want to use off of Bermuda chipping that we'll try to work on. But a lot of distance control, use our TrackMan and Bushnell and that type of technology in order to get distance control, different types of full swings into the net and that type of thing.
The great indoors. Welcome to golf in the winter in Indianapolis.
The good part is technology is getting really good, so it's fun.
That it is. Good to see you, my friend.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate it.
Safe travels. Jamie Broce, men's and women's golf coach, joining us. Morgan Tournemire will be joining us coming up in just a matter of moments. Golf again is our focus as well. We're at back 9. It should be. Back with more in a moment as you're watching on the ISC Sports Network.
At Indiana Members Credit Union, we're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense. And investing in you makes good sense to us.
This is the place that's skill built. Here, highly skilled physicians never rest in their pursuit to heal, to comfort, to cure. With these hands, you'll receive nationally recognized heart care and Indiana's most leading-edge cancer care. With these hearts, With these guts, with these brains, you'll find the highest level of care in the state. This is the hope that skill built, and it's around every corner of Indiana University Health.
We gon' push it to the limit, we gon' rise together, side by side to the finish. Down the ride forever, we gon' ride together. So together we ride, certified. It's together we ride, we gon' push it to the limit. We gon' rise together, side by side to the finish. Down the ride forever, we gon' ride together. So together we ride, certified. It's together we ride, we gon' push it to the limit. We gon' rise together, side by side to the finish. Down the ride forever.
Listen up, all you golf lovers. Looking for a private course for yourself or your company? Problem solved. Indy's Eastside Hidden Gem and Pete Dye's first 18-hole design is Maple Creek Golf and Country Club. Visit maplecreekgc.com today.
Thanks to our friends at Bag 9 Golf Entertainment for having us out. Remarkably, only got 3 more of these shows left to go. February the 5th, February the 19th, and March the 5th. Again, as we kind of have a mix of talking about the winter sports, but also getting ready for the spring sports, which in college athletics are practicing now. For example, the tennis team already playing matches. Yes, indoors, kind of like the golf team is working here as well. It's also thanks to some great sponsors that make the show possible. Thanks to our friends at Key Bank as well as White River State Park. Again, we've got both a member of the men's and women's golf team joining us. Morgan Tournemire is our men's team representative. So you and I were chatting before the interview started. Again, went to high school in France, spent time in France, but you sound like you're from Zionsville to me, so you must have a unique backstory. Tell us about it.
Yeah, for sure. So I actually grew up in Florida, so I lived there for about 8 years, and then I ended up moving back to France after that, did all my schooling over there, and I do a lot of back and forths from France to the U.S. to play some golf tournaments and stuff, and then ultimately I came back to college here, so yeah, it's been great so far. Really fun to be a part of this.
So now when you go back and speak French there, do you have like an American twinge or accent to it, or is it spot on and nobody would say a word about it?
I'm okay for now. I've been losing a little bit of French here and there, but I've been hanging on to it. So no, it's okay so far.
All right, very cool. So all right, so what was it then that brought you kind of back to the States in terms of wanting to go the college golf route?
Yeah, well, I've always wanted to do that all my life. I always wanted to play college golf, I guess, and so just like I was in the recruiting process, just trying to figure out what would be like the best fit for me, I guess. And just IU Indy was probably like, you have the Kelly School of Business. I wanted to be a business major, so that was big for me. Also, like Coach Broce was also a big part of why I came here. He's an awesome coach. Really fun to be able to be with him all the time. So I think those things are really big for me, and which is why I kind of chose IU Indy.
All right, so this is your 5th year in the program.
It is,
and
yeah.
5th year in school, but it's your 4th year playing.
It is.
So you basically redshirted your freshman year, which was right on the tail end of COVID, but you took classes online while overseas, correct?
I did, yeah. Everything was online, so I ended up spending a year in France, and yeah, that enabled me to actually pursue my master's degree this year. So yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I like it so far, and I'm happy I did that. So. All
right. So the undergrad for you is in what?
So I double majored in finance and accounting, and now I'm doing my master's in accounting. So yeah.
You're going to be okay.
Yeah, hopefully.
With things working out. So, previous 3 years, really kind of 3.5 years at this point, knowing how much you guys play in the fall. What's been a highlight for you of your playing days at IU Indianapolis?
Well, I would say it's always super fun to go on spring break with the whole team. So usually we like rent out a place in Georgia, and we just play golf the entire week. So that's like really fun. That's really cool. Usually great memories we make great memories there. So that's usually something big for us. Personally, I'd say probably I finished second in a tournament last year. That was pretty big for me. And also I finished 17th, I think, at IU last year. So I beat a bunch of guys from pretty big schools. So that was probably two of my highlights, I'd say, on a personal level. So, no, it's been super fun competing and being able to be with the team. So, yeah.
Favorite course you've had a chance to play
in
your college days?
Okay. Well, the courses in Georgia are always really nice. There's just like this really cool resort, and it's just awesome. But I do like FOW a lot. FOW, which is the IU golf course. Yeah, it's so hard. It's such a hard course to play. It's super long, and it's such a good test for your game. You just know instantly how you're doing with your game-wise, and it's awesome.
And they tend to have a few more hills in the golf courses, too, just being 45 minutes south of us.
Yeah.
Just kind of your thoughts on your teammates, and what are some of the expectations / goals you guys have set for this coming season?
Yeah, I mean, every year we kind of want to win conference. That's definitely one of our goals. Everyone's like, our team's just super talented. We got so many young, good players, and our team's going to be in great hands for the years to come. But no, we need to figure out how to be a little more consistent, have everyone play good at one point, and we're going to be really good, I think, this semester. So we're all looking forward to it, practicing hard, and yeah, we're really excited. We're really excited for the season to start.
Well, obviously, Jamie and I talked about this. Necessity is the mother of invention. It's below 0 outside, so you're not going on the course over the course of the next few days, but you can really work on your game. So, a lot of us think about, going to a golf sim, to have a good time, have a beverage or two, and if you hit a great shot, great.
Yeah.
You're trying to put some legitimate work in.
Mm-hmm.
Just how realistic is it? Is it the same training you would be doing if you were going to the range and it was 50 degrees outside?
Well, for like the practice side of it, for sure. So like range, putting, chipping a little bit as well. And then we also have like simulators where you can like play courses on that. So that's like somewhat realistic. It's definitely not as cool as being able to like go outside and play golf. It's definitely a little bit different. But I think that the more you go through like the years and like you go through like the winter break and then you have to go back in the spring and compete, like you have to adjust every year, and I think the more you do that, the more you get used to it, and the quicker the adjustment time is when you go to like the first tournament in Florida. But no, it's as similar. We try to get it as similar as possible, I guess, to what we usually do, so we can actually get better.
Coach touched on this again. You play fall golf in the Midwest. You play spring golf really in the South, waiting for things to warm up. So what's it like knowing you're going to play a lot of golf in Florida these next 2 or 3 months?
That's just awesome. We're looking forward to that. Yeah, I can't get any better than that, honestly. So we're really excited about that. Just awesome trips. We usually I think this year will be an Airbnb. Everyone's going to be in Airbnb, so that's just awesome. Like, it's just so much fun. And then we play, like, great courses. So, no, we're really looking forward to that and really excited. And that's why we practice so hard, too, is we know, like, we get rewarded by going to tournaments like that.
Is the spring semester going to be the end of competitive golf for you, or are you going to try to pursue golf past this point?
Well, I'll still always play golf. I don't think
it's a lifetime sport.
Exactly. But
you're going to be a ringer at golf outings for the rest of your life. I'll be getting your number here shortly.
There you go. Yeah. But no, I probably won't go pro immediately. Like maybe down the line I'll decide to play a couple tournaments here and there. But no, I got a job lined up in accounting, so I'll be doing that. It'll be a big change for me, but no, I'll still definitely compete in amateur events, at least as long as I'm not a pro. But no, probably for now, I'll probably kind of halt it, focus on my professional career, and So
your new accounting firm, you'll be the ringer for their golf outings coming up.
Hopefully I'm pretty good at that. Yeah, that'll be cool.
His scoring average was 74 last year. I think he is going to be just fine on that front. Morgan, a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Best luck in your senior season.
Thank you so much,
We'll come back and talk to Yanah Rolston again from the women's golf team here at IU Indy as the show rolls along. Again, you are watching the IU Indy Coaches Show. We're live from Back 9 Golf Entertainment. We're back to wrap it up next on the ISC Sports Network.
This is the place that's skill built. Here, highly skilled physicians never rest in their pursuit to heal, to comfort, to cure. With these hands, you'll receive nationally recognized heart care and Indiana's most leading-edge cancer care. With these hearts, with these guts, with these brains, you'll find the highest level of care in the state. This is the hope that's skill built, and it's around every corner of Indiana University Health.
At Indiana Members Credit Union, we're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense. And investing in you makes good sense to us.
We're Citizens Energy Group, and we're here for you. We're your local utility provider and your neighbors. We take care of our customers while connecting to what matters. We are committed to providing safe, reliable services and making our community a better place to live. At Citizens Energy Group, we're all citizens.
We gon' push it to the limit, we gon' rise together, side by side to the finish. Down the ride forever, when we ride, we gon' ride together. So together we ride, certified. It's together we ride, we gon' push it to the limit. We gon' rise together, side by side to the finish. Down the ride forever, when we ride, we gon' ride together. So together we ride, certified. It's together we ride, we gon' push it to the limit. We gon' rise together, side by side to the finish. Down the ride forever.
Thanks to our ISC Sports Network crew behind the scenes. Thanks to Jordan Shue. Thanks to Charlie Hammock. Thanks to Vince Morella. Especially the last two. Those poor guys are outside in the van right now. Hopefully they've set something on fire to stay warm since we get to be here at Back 9. And now, well, we're not actually swinging clubs, even though we're talking about golf on the show today. The bays are heated here. Doors are open. Come by and see them anytime. Again, we'll be here for 3 more shows, February the 5th, February the 19th, and March the 5th, as we wind down our year. Joining us now, representing the women's golf team, Yanah Rolston from Hamilton Southeastern High School, a junior at IU Indy. Yanah, thank you so much for the time. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. All right, so obviously we told Morgan's story of spending time in Florida, spending time in France, and now being in Indianapolis for the last 4 years. Why was staying close to home the right decision for you?
I've always liked it around here, and I thought it would be fun just to stay home, close to family, and just it's a safe space for me, so I thought it was the right choice.
When looking at the roster, there's a lot of Indiana players, but I think Spain is mixed in there. Canadian player, another European player in there. What's the diversity like in terms of kind of the locker room on the women's team?
It's fun. It's fun to have the diversity that we have because we get to learn from each other and just learn about the different cultures, and it's fun to share all the different things we know about where we're from.
All right, so obviously we kind of touched on some of the courses you get to play as being a part of the golf team, but being local, where did you play growing up? Where did you kind of learn to hone your skills? I
actually grew up half of the time in Newcastle, Indiana.
Okay.
And then I moved to Fishers, and then my home course is Hawthorne's Country Club.
Yeah.
So that's where I grew up, and then went to high school at HSE, and it was a fun time.
Well, I see you finished top 7, I think, in the girls' golf state finals at one point in
Yeah,
time.
that was
at Prairie View.
Yeah, my senior year. It was super fun.
Yeah, that's very impressive. Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that. Obviously, you guys really have these 2 split seasons, fall and spring. How'd the fall go for you and the team?
It went well. I think we had a good season overall, and I had a couple good close wins for personal records, and the team was fun. We had a good atmosphere this year, and we all leaned on each other, and we finished pretty strong. So.
All right, so these days you're not getting close to playing golf outdoors.
No.
Maybe next week, fingers crossed,
Maybe.
might be enough melt and warm up for that to happen. What's it like putting in work on the sim, indoor parts of your game? Just how realistic, how much does that help you out when things do thaw here in a few weeks?
It's good. It's good for short game, especially putting. You kind of forget to do that sometimes. So when it's too cold to hit balls, it's good to work on your short game and putt and all that fun stuff.
All right, so what's the favorite kind of moment you've had as an IU Indy Jaguar these last 2.5 years? What's the kind of career highlight for you to this point?
I would say conference last year. We had a really close-knit team, and it was my first conference personally, so it was just fun to experience that, and that's what we all look forward to each year and what we work for, so that was super fun for me to enjoy.
And I was going to say, I would imagine, that's the goal, and everything kind of revolves around getting to Florida and playing well, a couple months from now.
Yeah, super exciting.
I say, what are you working on to make sure that happens then?
Just get in the gym. You can't miss that, and just make sure you practice and we all have the same goal to do, so we all kind of just push each other and play some fun games during the winter to get better and put that pressure that we'll have during conference. And yeah.
Is there a favorite course you have played, whether it's local or not, during your college golf career?
I love Carolina Country Club that we play at the end of last season. We've played there the last 2 years, and it's just a beautiful course. It's fun to travel with the team down there, and so I love it.
All right, academically, what's your major at IU Indianapolis?
Sociology.
And what are you hoping to do with that?
I'm not sure yet.
Yep.
I still have a lot of options, a lot of time, so.
And again, you're only a junior, so you've got a year and a half to think about this. Are you hoping to play golf after college, or do you think the college golf experience might be the end of the line for you?
I've thought about it for sure. I'm going to see how these next 2 years go and see where I am at the end of my college career, and if it's a possibility for me, I might try it. So.
All right, now, do you find yourself coming to a place like Back Nine, like can you get a little work in when you come to when you come to a place like Back Nine, are you just playing for fun like everybody else?
Yeah, it's fun to do as a golfer because it kind of takes the edge off, and you're just kind of hitting the ball for fun, and there's games, and so it's good for the mind just to relax and play some golf.
Exactly. So you're just having a good time like everybody else would be.
Yeah.
All right, very cool. What's the goal that you have set for yourself and your team the rest of the year?
Personally, I'd like to get a win this year in a tournament, and for our team, I think a couple top threes close to win, maybe a personal one for the whole team would be fun, and I think we could do it. So. What
is the lowest round of golf you've ever shot?
In college, I think it was a 70.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I shot a 70 one time. Unfortunately, I had to play the Back Nine after I shot the 70 the first time. But that's why I wasn't on a college golf scholarship, let's put it that way.
Right.
Yanah, pleasure to meet you. Best of luck to you and the team the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
You got it again. That'll do it for today's edition, at least in terms of talking to the golfers. Thanks to Coach Broce, thanks to Morgan, as well as thanks to Yanah for being a part of the show. I snagged this because Lauren Gronke is off camera. I'm pretty sure she is here today just to reclaim this so it doesn't end up on eBay or anything like that. This is the Retro Metro shirts. There's only a handful of these that they're going to be giving away. There's posters and things like that. That's the big men's basketball game coming up. It's Purdue-Fort Wayne that takes place on Saturday afternoon. That is at 2 o'clock. Tickets available. IUIndyJags.com/tickets has more information. Quarian Schultz from the ISC Sports Network staff will be there. And yes, Derek will be signing autographs, especially for the check. For everybody that's involved with the show today, thanks for joining us. You've been watching the IU Indy Coaches Show live from Back Nine Golf Entertainment right here on the ISC Sports Network.
At Indiana Members Credit Union, we're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense. And investing in you makes good sense to us.
This is the place that's skill built. Here, highly skilled physicians never rest in their pursuit to heal, to comfort, to cure. With these hands, you'll receive nationally recognized heart care and Indiana's most leading-edge cancer care. With these hearts, with these guts, with these brains, you'll find the highest level of care in the state. This is the hope that's skill built, and it's around every corner of Indiana University Health.
We're Citizens Energy Group, and we're here for you. We're your local utility provider and your neighbors. We take care of our customers while connecting to what matters. We are committed to providing safe, reliable services and making our community a better place to live. At Citizens Energy Group, we're all citizens.
Listen up, all you golf lovers. Looking for a private course for yourself or your company? Problem solved. Indy's Eastside Hidden Gem and Pete Dye's first 18-hole design is Maple Creek Golf and Country Club. Visit maplecreekgc.com today.